Let's go for a wander, yeah, you'll feel alive. With Buddy, Chris, and Lila, you can love things too. Let's go for a wander, yeah, just me and you. Let's wander. Let's wander.
Hello and welcome to Let's Wander. Today didn't go quite as planned. I was going to go to Reigate Fort. In fact, I did go to Reigate Fort. There's absolutely nowhere to park. The junction that we needed to come off on the M25 was also shut, so we had to go around a really long route. I think we've done about 80 miles. And I've now ended up in Weybridge in Surrey. Now, you might be thinking, Weybridge? What's very important about Weybridge? There's nothing that interesting there, is there? You'd be surprised. Anyway, I will explain as we go. Now, I am accompanied in the day tripper by Lila. Lovely Lila. And the boisterous Buddy. And just to top things off, there's something wrong with the gimbal. It won't charge anymore. We've got about 17% left on it, so I've ordered a new one. More things I can't afford. And we will hopefully resume the normal wanders again in the next sort of couple of weeks. But for now, this might be the last one for a while, unless we do some shaky videos. So, with all this being moaned about, let's wander. Weybridge is named after a crossing point over the River Wey. When they dug out the canals in 1653, Weybridge became linked with the growing city of London. Things really took off at Weybridge in 1838 with the arrival of the railways. It meant that travel to England's capital became much easier for the average person. Did you know Weybridge had the first high street in England to be electrically lit? The townsfolk decided they didn't like the unsightly overhead wires and reverted back to gas lighting after a few years. We stopped by St James's Church on the way back to the car park. Only open for prayers till 12 PM in the current pandemic. We were fortunate enough to find out some interesting facts about St James's Church. St James's Church was built in 1848 after the much smaller church which was demolished in 1849. It's not known how old the original church was, but it's believed to have been built between 1666 and 1175. The church was enlarged again in 1889. And that's not all, there's a royal buried here too! You may have wondered why so many British cemeteries have these rails around tombs. This was to protect the freshly buried cadaver from thieves looking for easy money. You may have heard of Burke and Hare? The diabolical pair would dig up fresh corpses for the anatomists who are more than willing to pay good money for a fresh body. This led to more increasing levels of security. This Roman tomb was quite unusual. And this one with its striking mosaic pattern. Unfortunately, moss has covered the information. This one was very unusual. If you know what it's about, please leave a comment. The grave of Princess Frederica Charlotte of Prussia. Eldest daughter of King Frederick William II of Prussia and the wife of Prince Frederick Duke of York and Albany, second son of King George III of the United Kingdom. He died on the 6th of August 1820 at Oatlands Park. Royalty from across Europe came to attend her funeral. Ye poor suppress the mournful sigh, her spirit is with Christ on high, in whose bright realms of heavenly peace, where charity shall never cease, her deeds of mercy and of love are registered in the courts above. Carved by the sculptor Edward Pearce, York Monument was erected in 1694 at the junction of 7 streets known as the Seven Dials in the parish of St Giles in London. On the top of the column there was a dial stone with 6 facets, each with sundials. In the 18th century, the Seven Dials area was frequented by cutthroats, thieves and prostitutes. In 1773, the city pulled the column down as it was a popular meeting place for criminals. In 1822, it was erected in Weybridge as a memorial to Princess Frederica. Okay, so that takes us to the end of our wander around Weybridge. Hope you liked it. Hope you like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about the channel. Every little helps. So, from me, Chris. Where are they? Where's that Buddy? Buddy? And Lila? This was Let's Wander, and we'll see you again soon. Bye 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 bye!